There was happier news for Charlton on the 1st of October as they turned their attention back to the league for a home game with Watford.
Oh, Brown is in there, and Nelson has scored! Oh, it's a goal for Charlton. A fortuitous goal perhaps, but they all count. It was Steve Brown who drove the ball in from the right-hand side. The goalkeeper misjudged it badly, and it was Gary Nelson who picked the ball up as it bounced back off the post and headed it in for his 7th of the season. It's Charlton Athletic 1, Watford 0, and it's Gary Nelson who opens the scoring after 48 minutes here at the Valley this afternoon. Mark Robson and Colin Walsh are both over the ball. This, I'm sure, means that we're looking to swing the ball in left-footed away from the goal, and we're all, oh, with a chance for, oh, good save, and that's going to be 2-0. It's going to be 2-0 for Charlton, and indeed, it is Kim Grant's. And after all those goals for the reserves, it's Kim Grant's. Jones sending it forward. Grant's in here. And Grant's away. Grant's in on goal. Can he make it 3? Oh, off the post. Oh, unlucky Kim Grant. Chappell with the header. And this is Kim Grant now with plenty of space. Kim Grant now. White's made the run. David White. Oh, how about that? What an absolutely exhilarating goal from David White. It's his 10th of the season. It's 6 successive games and 6 successive goals for David White. And that just about wraps it up in the 87th minute here at the Valley. Kim Grant slipped the ball through. White made a good run. And from about 25 yards, that was an absolutely exquisite finish.
The full-time score, Charlton Athletic 3, Watford 0. Afterwards, John Fuller caught up with goalscorer Gary Nelson.
Gary, congratulations. 7 goals for the start of the season. That's doing very well.
Yeah, I think it's probably the best start I've had. And the type of goal that I scored today is not a normal type of goal for me. I mean, the last few goals I've scored just lately have been in the 6-yard box, and I think before that's been a little bit of a problem. I don't probably score enough of that type of goal. And as a striker, you should probably get about 10 of those a season, you know, within the 6-yard box. But you know, it's not always the strength of my game. You know, it's a lot of time I'm making runs into the channels, and you know, other people might have been benefiting from that.
Charlton's next match was at home to First Division newcomers Reading on the 8th of October. Our coverage comes from Meridian TV.
Shot driven through, and a goal from Osborne. Oh, magnificent strike. Well, it's his 4th goal this season, and they've all come from long range. Up comes the aerial bombardment of Chappell and Brown and Barber. Walsh with the corner. There's the header, and it's goal from Robson. Well, maybe Reading were distracted by those big defenders around them. It was the relatively tiny figure of Mark Robson who had a free header. The Charlton playing with so much more zest now. This is Jokes through the middle, and Jokes away from Chappell and from the keeper. And it's there. Well, for a moment then I thought maybe he delayed too long, but no, Michael Jokes has restored Reading's lead.
The final score, Charlton Athletic 1, Reading 2. A week later, Charlton were in the Potteries for the 2nd time this season to take on the other Valiants, Port Vale.
Walsh to take it, left-footed. And that's a great goal from the captain, Phil Chappell. It was an absolutely majestic corner, drifting away from Musselwhite all the time, and head and shoulders above the Port Vale defence goes Phil Chappell.
Robson trying to gap possession for Charlton, and rather it was Sturgis. This is a nailer back to Van der Laan, looking for league lover, but he couldn't get possession. And again, Charlton gone forward, and Neil Aspin's down, and the referee says play on, and this could be a goal, and it is, and it's number 10, Dave White, and surely that was a foul tone.
Well, Neil Aspin feels that he was fouled there. Musselwhite made the initial stop from Grant. He fouled for White, and White made no mistake, despite the lunge of the defender on the line.
The full-time score, Port Vale 0, Charlton Athletic 2. The following Saturday, it was back to home turf for Charlton, the visitors this time being struggling Burnley.
It's a good ball out, Sturgis. First time cross, doesn't quite come off. It's Bowyer looking for the shot, and it's Brown, the post from White. Boylan's at the far post. Davis, Winstanley moved into the middle. There's Davis coming in now. There's Davis, touched it home. Steve Davis, Burnley captain. They give it away to Grant. It's a good tackle. Battling back well, Burnley. There he goes forward. This is Robinson against the keeper. And they've scored. Phil Chappell was battling along there with Liam Robinson. Pedersen didn't come forward. And Robinson has made it 2-0. There's White. There's any efforts from him this afternoon, the second half. He was there in the first. Here he is, David White. That's it. Well, that's going to make it an interesting last 12 minutes.
The score at the final whistle, Charlton Athletic 1, Burnley 2. Charlton's next opponents were Derby County for the away match at the baseball ground. Charlton took the lead in the 8th minute after a mistake by Derby defender Craig Short, allowing David White to set up Kim Grant. As the match continued, Short atoned for his earlier gaffe by wiping out the Addicts' advantage with a stunning 25-yard volley on the half hour. "15 minutes after the break, defeat seemed to be on the cards for Charlton as Tommy Johnson fired the home side into the lead. Charlton came away from this grueling battle with a point to show for their efforts after Kim Grant scored his second goal of the afternoon, 13 minutes from time. However, the match had taken its toll with Keith Jones and David White both put out of action with injuries. The final score, Derby County 2, Charlton Athletic 2. On the 1st of November, the Charlton side were at Roker Park to take on Sunderland. The Geordies were performing way below their best for this match, but against the run of play, Martin Smith opened the scoring after 19 minutes, with Sunderland's first home league goal since September the 17th. Charlton got the deserved equaliser 19 minutes from time after Richard Ord's failed clearance fell kindly for Kim Grant. Chamberlain managed to get a hand to the shot, but was unable to prevent the ball from running into the back of the net. The full-time score, Sunderland 1, Charlton Athletic 1.